Hello students, I wanted to make this video kind of just to guide you through on what to expect with your assignments. This is a little different from other MindTap courses that you've taken, and so I want to make sure that you are understanding it. So from Blackboard, I'm here under coursework, and then I am in actually module 1, the first folder. And I'm going to be working on module 4, creating a document with the title page. So if you click on any of the links, of course, it's going to launch MindTap. In this first section, it's the actual chapter, and you're going to read, and it's got some practice videos that you can watch to help you with your homework on what's expected and how to make those modifications. So I'm going to go ahead and launch MindTap here. And the first thing I want you to notice is the download student data files. You're going to need to download these files for some of the assignments. So once you click on that, it's going to open that page. And for some reason, sometimes when I click on this hyperlink, it doesn't work. But if I do a right click and open link in a new tab, that opens the book companion site, which is where I need to go. And it's the data files here that you will need to download. So if you do a right click here and save link as, it's going to open your window here, and I normally just go into my downloads and then I make sure that it just says all files here, and then you can save them, and now you have all the documents that you'll need for some of the assignments in MindTap. So I'm going to go back to Blackboard, and for our first assignment, it has word modules for SAM training. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to launch MindTap, and it's for some reason mine's launching back here in the back. And the first thing here is the system check. New thing here is the screen resolution and window zoom. If you need to adjust those, make sure you do so that you get a green check mark. Once we launch the virtual environment, that's where the screen resolution and window zoom may be affected if it's not properly corrected. So I'm gonna run back to the MindTap and just click on start. That's what it looks like right here. So the first thing is the introduction. This just gives you kind of an intro on what part you'll be working in, word formatting, a paragraph border, so you know that you're going to be working on modifications. Here's the ribbon part of it. If you click on that, it opens up more instructions here, and then if you're using a Mac, you have that information stored here. But notice if I try to click anywhere on the page, it's not going to work, or it's not working, because this is just an intro to the assignment. Now if you click on the observe, it's just a video with a virtual assistant doing the steps. There's not an interaction, so you just watch the video pretty much, and it does it step by step.
Surrounded by the box border. In the paragraph group on the ribbon, click the borders arrow.
So she's doing all the work. I can't click anywhere on this page. It's just
in
a video
the borders
for
gallery, click
instruction.
Borders and Shading.
So I'm going to click on the practice mode, and again, it is a video, but it's an interaction video, so you do have to participate. So for example, if she tells you to click on the paragraph, you have to click on the paragraph before it launches to the second set of instructions. So I'm going to hit play here just so you can see.
Click in the paragraph surrounded by the box border.
So it won't move any further until I do exactly what she tells me to do. So if I try to click anywhere, it's not going to do anything, but if I click on the paragraph, it's going to launch.
In the paragraph group on the ribbon, click the borders arrow.
So it'll launch the next set of instructions, and so it'll take you through all the steps that you're going to be required to do before you go to the apply section. Now, you can practice it as many times as you want to make sure that you feel confident before you actually go to the apply part of it. Now, in the apply part of it, you don't have the virtual assistant telling you what to do. You just have your task instructions on how to complete it. Now, once you've done that, you'll move on to the next set of tasks. So notice here you have one of 25 tasks. So if I click through that, you'll see all the different assignments that I have to do, and each set of tasks has its own intro, observe, practice, and apply. So, you don't have to look at each one of them if you don't want to. Some students just skip right through to the practice. I would recommend you do the observe at least once so that you'll know what's expected of you before you go to the apply part of it. Once you complete all 25 tasks, then you can hit submit and you turn in all 25 assignments. If there's a part that you feel the system graded you incorrectly, please make sure that you email me and you tell me first what assignment, Word Module 4, SAM training, task 2 of 25 or whatever task you're on, and then exactly what it counted incorrectly. If you can take a screenshot of whatever it is that it counted incorrectly, that would be great. I can go in and look at your work, and if I feel that, okay, they did it correctly, I'll issue credit. Sometimes, depending on your system, for example, if it asks you to change this heading to a particular shade of green, and your system may not have that particular shade of green, I can issue credit that way. So please feel free to email me if you're coming up with things like that. I'll be happy to help you. But again, once you're done with all 25 tasks, then you hit submit and you turn in your work. So I'm going to close that out and close that out as well. Now on the test, it's pretty much the same. The only thing with the test that I did want to let you know is that you get one attempt to complete it. So you can only do it at one time, but you have incorrect actions allowed per task is 3. So it'll give you 3 times to do whatever task correctly, and then after the 3rd time, if you still get it wrong, then it'll count it wrong. So I wanted to hit start just so that you can look at what your tasks are, and it does have 25 tasks to complete, so it's pretty long. So please make sure to give yourself enough time to complete all the tasks. But the tasks are pretty short. It's not like you're having to type a whole document. It just tells you here are the instructions that you have to complete. Okay, once you're done with all 25 tasks, then you hit submit, and that's how you turn in your test. Now back to the files. Once we get down to some of the other sections, it may require you to use Word or PowerPoint on your computer. If you don't have a Word or Excel or any of those in your computer, you can download those for free because you're an OC student from Blackboard. If you come down to Need Help section here, it'll open this resource for students, and if you scroll down all the way to the, well, not to the bottom, but to the middle here, you have this link, and if you click on it, you can download the Microsoft Office 365, and it's free. You just need to make sure to use your OC email address in order for you to take advantage on downloading it for free. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'm here to help.